Hi everybody, this is Excel Fly with ExTool. In this tutorial, we try to go over the user-defined function, we call UDF, that is available within ExTool. And in general, what are the concepts that ExTool can help to facilitate user-defined function and easily access them, as well as later relink to the utility file that provided or where the user-defined function is hosted. Excel is a very powerful spreadsheet that has about 300 plus built-in functions. However, for users that deal with Excel on the day-to-day basis, oftentimes they need something beyond the already built-in functions. When that happens, usually user have to define the customized function called UDFs using VBA. And the problem essentially goes to when you are defining these UDFs, how you can accumulate your effort and be able to systematically save it, be able to call it, and in the long run how to distribute it between your peers if you need to share between them. So all of this ExTool can help. Like always, it's one button access to search and access the UDF library within the ExTool, and you can always add to it if you have your own customized UDFs. Simple steps to retrieve UDF from the cloud so that you can right away use those functions within the workbook that you are in. There's no registration of add-ins needed. And once you have used those functions in your workbook, it's also a couple of simple steps to reopen those utility files so that you can use the UDFs again. And you can also register your own UDFs in the local library and share with others. Let's dive into the example. Let me just quickly show how we can find out what are the available UDFs in the ExTool library. So you can hit empty cell, click ExTool. You can search UDF. In this case, we only have a few. We are starting to accumulate all these UDFs. However, the concept of ExTool is not to have somebody that develop a grand library that presumably fits everybody's needs. We're gonna develop as we go. So if there's a particular need, we added them to the library, and we want to make those needs as specific as possible so that we will have extensive library while have very simple logic for each and every application. Let's just say we want to use concatenate certain cells, and we can click this and hit ExTool. It will basically load the hosting file for this particular UDF function, and it says its file is loaded. For example, I have a matrix of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I want to concatenate them with comma. So with this function UDF, let's just start with the beginning. Let's say we want to have UDF. We have tried to set up a convention that anything that offer as a UDF, we use a prefix of UDF underscore so that you can clearly identify them from other built-in Excel functions. So you can, in this function, you can select a range that you want to concatenate each and every one of them. It will go by default, row by rows. And you can say, I want to concatenate with a comma. And you have that. And if you want to change it to something else, it will do that. And it works with any text or data. In this case, I concatenate I love ExTool, and we also can reverse the text. In this case, we have a few strings that we want to reverse sequence So we just simply use UDF reverse text and select a range, and reverse all the text or each and every character within it. So it's a B, C, D, E, F, G to this string, and I made this equal to that string, and I use the same function. Boom, you get the original text string. And in this case, we can convert numbers to text. This is a function that I got searched from the internet. I don't remember whom, but it will be shown in the ExTool library as who was the originator. But in this case, we have 123.23. Should we want to show them as currency, we can say UDF number to text, choose this range and select 1 and put it in a dollar string. It reads $123.23. And should you not want to show any related currency, you can just put a 0 and it will not show the currency information. And later on, we close this file and we save it. And because the file that sustained the UDFs is also closed, so next time when you reopen this particular file, that it is ask you to, if you want to update that particular equation, because the UDF function is not available, so you can choose not to update. Then you lose the function that sustain these cells. However, you can easily call the add-ins that host in those UDFs. So you can have two steps. First, you can list the extension that within this workbook, whatever add-in file that is related to or referenced. So in this case, we only have one file, but potentially you can have many files that have each serve a different range of UDFs. In this case, we only demo with UDFs with a category of text. So you can click Open Connection Link, right-click ExTool, and select this particular file. If there's multiple files, you can select a range of them, and it will open all the add-in file that can sustain the UDFs that you use in this workbook. You can see right away those functions come back online. So this concludes how to call or search available UDFs within the ExTool library and use them, and also be able to bring them back online by calling the original linked UDF host files. And you can always register any customized function within the local library. We're gonna go over them in a separate video. With this, thanks for watching.